Ever had your ears pop during a flight? That's uncomfortable at best and painful at worst. Imagine having to deal with that constantly. If you've ever had to deal with ear pain and infections, you know what I'm talking about. You're miserable the whole time, and trying to get some sleep becomes impossible. What if there was something in your pantry that could help you get rid of an ear infection? We are talking about apple cider vinegar. It's not just for salad dressings. In today's video, we're going to talk about treating ear infections with apple cider vinegar. Just remember that this shouldn't replace the advice of a doctor. Stay tuned and watch until the end. Let's understand a little bit about ear infections first. Ear infections can happen because of bacterial or viral issues. They affect any part of the ear, from the outer ear to the eardrums and the inner ear. Usually, they clear up on their own, but sometimes they cause inflammation, which, as you guessed, can be painful to deal with. You might have either chronic or acute ear infections. Acute ones can cause a lot of pain, but the good part is that they tend to stay only for a short period of time. Chronic ear infections, as the name suggests, keep coming back and are hard to get rid of. Sometimes they don't even clear up on their own. These infections can cause damage to your inner ear, which can lead to permanent damage.
Looking for answers on all the latest health and wellness news? Hit that subscribe button and join our millions of followers. Stay up to date on all our great bestie content.
What causes ear infections? When fungi, bacteria, or viruses get trapped in the middle or outer parts of your ears, it can cause an ear infection. This can happen to anyone, but children are more at risk. You'll be surprised to know that allergies can be the catalyst for middle ear infections, especially colds, flu, and even smoking. You also need to take care while swimming at public pools because getting water into your ear canal can lead to outer ear infections. People living with type 2 diabetes need to be even more cautious, as they're at higher risk of ear infections. You can add eczema and psoriasis to the list as well. Got an earache? Don't ignore it, because that too can be a sign of infection, albeit a mild one. Ideally, it should go away on its own. But if it remains even after 3 days, you need to get it checked by a doctor. As we told you a while ago, children are more susceptible to ear infections. So you should look for signs, such as ear discharge. If your kid is walking funny or displaying a loss of balance, an ear infection could be the reason behind it. It is best to visit a qualified pediatrician, especially if your child has a fever accompanying an ear infection. Is apple cider vinegar effective? If you have mild ear infections, there are a handful of home treatments you can try to resolve the issue. Apple cider vinegar, or ACV, is one of the most preferred home remedies among them, all thanks to its antimicrobial properties. This means ACV can help kill harmful bacteria and fungi. Another reason why you should give apple cider vinegar a try is because it has acetic acid. Research has shown that acetic acid has effective antibacterial properties that can kill harmful bacteria. In fact, certain traditional treatments, such as ear drops, have acetic acid in them. If the drops are not able to penetrate enough to be effective, an oral toilet, which is a manual ear cleaning process, is used. It sounds gross, but it's really effective. ACV isn't just good for bacterial ear infections. A study also showed that apple cider vinegar was effective in killing fungi. Further research has proved that it could be effective against all 3 types of infections: bacteria, fungi, and viruses. Well, that's big news. But don't go pouring ACV into your ears. Continue watching to learn how you can use it to treat mild ear infections. Before that, please note that while apple cider vinegar can be helpful, it should not be seen as an alternative to going to a doctor. It should ideally be used only for outer ear infections. Anything further should only be done as per the advice of a qualified doctor. Also, whatever you do, don't just use pure vinegar while treating your ear infections. It can be disastrous and lead to burning your ear canal, as it is very sensitive. Always dilute the apple cider vinegar with water. How to use apple cider vinegar to treat ear infections. It's easy. All you need to do is take some apple cider vinegar and dilute it with equal parts of warm water. Make sure the water is mildly warm and not hot. Otherwise, you might end up causing more pain in your ear. Put 5 to 10 drops of the solution in each ear. You can either use a baby syringe for this or a dropper bottle that has been thoroughly cleaned. Once you put the drops in one ear, cover it with cotton or clean cloth. Lean to the side so that the drops can enter your ear properly and sit inside. Keep yourself this way for about 5 minutes. You can then do the same for the other ear as well. Repeat this as many times as needed until the outer ear infection is completely treated. Instead of warm water, you can also use rubbing alcohol to make the solution. The procedure would be the same, but you would just substitute rubbing alcohol as the diluting agent. Rubbing alcohol can be effective, as it also has antibacterial and antimicrobial properties. But if you have any drainage in the ear, you should avoid using it. Also, avoid rubbing alcohol if you feel any discomfort or stinging sensation when you apply the solution to your ears. Irritated by earwax that you cannot seem to get rid of? You can watch our video to learn more about home remedies that will help you remove earwax the right way, without causing any irritation to your ear walls and tissues. Alternative solutions you can try to treat ear infections. Apart from apple cider vinegar, there are other home remedies that you can try. But it is important to remember that they should only be used for outer ear infections. It is always advisable to see a doctor right away for an examination of the inner and middle ear infections. Let's discuss a handful of effective earache remedies. 1. Warm or cold compress. Have you ever seen people using ice packs or a warm compress to relieve pain? Even a damp washcloth or a heating pad can be effective. You can try this to get relief from earaches. The best part is that it is harmless and safe for both adults and children. All you need to do is place the compress against the affected ear. You can use these compresses for a few minutes several times every day. Many people vouch for the pain relieving benefits when you alternate between warm compresses and ice packs after 10 minutes. 2. Over-the-counter pain relieving medications. There are various over-the-counter pain relievers, like ibuprofen, that can help relieve earaches. Most of them are safe to use with or without antibiotics. Make sure you follow the dosing instructions on the label strictly. They might even help with a fever. You need to talk to a pediatrician to find out the right dosage for children. There are several child and infant versions of over-the-counter pain relievers available on the market. A word of caution, though. Never give aspirin to children under the age of 16. It's not safe for them. Though effective, all these are likely to be temporary solutions. You need to treat the root of the pain to make it go away. If the pain persists after 3 days, you must consult a doctor. 3. Naturopathic drops. You can try naturopathic drops to treat ear pain from infections. They're made from herbal extracts and can be easily purchased online or from drugstores. People vouch that naturopathic drops made from herbal extracts mixed with olive oil as the base are as effective as traditional over-the-counter ear drops. In fact, there's scientific evidence in support of naturopathic drops. Researchers have found these drops to be effective in relieving ear pain significantly, though the jury is still out on whether they can fight off the ear infection as well. 4. Change your sleeping position. Surprised to see the mention of sleeping position on our list? But it is true. There are some sleeping positions that can make infections in your ear worse. This means the opposite is also true. Certain sleeping positions can alleviate your pain. For example, you can try sleeping with the affected ear raised instead of having it face down toward the pillow. In other words, if your left ear has an infection, sleep on your right side. This would help your ear drain better. If that sounds uncomfortable, you can also try using extra pillows to elevate your head. This also helps drain your ear faster. You can also opt for a pillow with memory foam. Make sure the pad is of thickness between 4 and 7 inches. These types of pillows relieve earache by providing excellent support to contoured comfort compared to a regular one. Do remember, sleeping on a pillow with the wrong height might worsen your problem. It may cause other health problems, such as neck and upper back pain. The memory foam pillow you get should confirm with the contours of your head and support your ear as well. You need to get enough sleep at night, as it promotes healing. 5. Garlic. There's a reason garlic is so popular in so many cultures. It won't be an exaggeration if we call it the healing spice. People have been using it to treat ear infections and earaches for centuries. This is because it has natural anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving properties. That's not all. Garlic has antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal properties that come in handy when you apply it topically. Eating it would boost your immune system to help fight the infection. Amazing, isn't it? There's scientific evidence to support this. A study involving children dealing with ear pain from middle ear infections found garlic to be surprisingly effective at providing pain relief. They were given naturopathic eardrops containing garlic and other herbal ingredients. It was observed that this was just as effective in managing earache as over-the-counter eardrops. Another study concluded that when used on their own, naturopathic drops containing garlic were more effective than numbing eardrops used to treat ear pain in children. So, how do you use garlic to treat earache and ear infections? You can buy garlic oil eardrops from health stores or grocery stores. If you have time, maybe try making your own garlic oil at home. All you need to do is soak crushed garlic for several minutes in warm olive oil. If you're allergic to it, use sesame oil. Strain the garlic out and use the remaining oil to treat ear infection and earache. A word of caution. You need to make garlic oil eardrops in small batches and use right away. There's a possibility of bacterial growth in garlic oil under certain conditions, especially if the items haven't been sterilized. Always patch test it on your skin first to rule out any allergies. Never use any of the home remedies if you suspect having a ruptured eardrum. 6. Ginger. There's another kitchen ingredient you can use to find relief from mild ear pain and infection. Just like garlic, ginger also has strong anti-inflammatory properties. It can double up as a natural painkiller. You can apply fresh ginger juice or strained oil on the outer ear canal to get relief from ear pain and soothe inflammation. Never put it directly inside your ear. It's easy to prepare ginger strained oil at home. You need to first mix a teaspoon of fresh grated ginger with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Leave the concoction alone for 5 to 10 minutes. Next, strain and keep the ginger-infused olive oil to help treat earache. You can apply it 1 or 2 times a day. 7. Hydrogen peroxide. If the reason for your ear troubles is wax buildup, you can use hydrogen peroxide to treat it. This remedy is especially useful for those who are prone to recurrent outer ear infections. You can use hydrogen peroxide as soon as you feel the first symptoms of an ear infection. This might even help you avoid the need for antibiotic drops. For this treatment to be effective, you need to put several drops of hydrogen peroxide in your affected ear. Allow it to sit for several minutes. Then, drain it into a sink. Rinse your ear with clean distilled water and you're done. You can do this 3 times a day for a week. If your infection gets worsened or you feel no improvement in your pain, better consult a doctor. 8. Olive oil. So many natural home remedies we suggested up till now featured olive oil as one of the ingredients. This may ring a bell that olive oil could have a role in helping relieve your ear troubles. It turns out that this is true. Olive oil has antibacterial properties that may help treat ear infections and soothe earaches. Though there isn't any concrete scientific evidence that putting olive oil in your ear canal can ease your ear pain, it is still worth a try. It is safe to put a few warm drops of olive oil in your ears. Use a thermometer to make sure the olive oil is just lukewarm. It should be no warmer than your body temperature, or you could end up burning your eardrum. If you're going to use olive oil to help treat ear pain in children, discuss it with a doctor first. A word of caution regarding using oils to treat ear infections and pain. Most oils you find on the market aren't strictly regulated by authorities. As mentioned before, you need to do a patch test on your skin first. Try a drop or 2 on your hand to make sure you are not allergic. Even if essential oils do not cause any reaction on your skin, they can sometimes cause irritation when applied to the ear. You should stop using it if that happens. 9. Distract yourself. If you or your child are battling an earache, try to get comfortable by taking your mind off the pain. Distract yourself while the medicine or the eardrops work their magic. You can watch your favorite movie or try fun activities like playing a game together. You can also keep the child busy and distracted from ear pain by letting them play games on your phone or tablet. A bubble bath with lots of toys may also help your child relax. Diagnosing ear infections. Sometimes, no home remedy is able to treat ear infections. you have to visit a doctor. Experts suggest that you see a doctor if you or your child has a fever of more than 102.2 degrees Fahrenheit and is experiencing hearing loss. If there is any pus or any fluid discharge from the ear, you should go immediately. If the symptoms are getting worse, or if they last for more than 2 to 3 days, it's an indication you need to visit the doctor. Your doctor will consider your symptoms and examine your ears. An instrument called an otoscope is used to see inside the ear. The otoscope comes with a light and a magnifying glass, which helps your doctor to see better. The examination is not painful, but it could bother some children. Your doctor would look for any redness or air bubbles in the middle ear. They would also look for any damage to the eardrum, or if there's any fluid coming out from the middle ear. Sometimes, additional tests would be required to determine the exact nature of the problem. If the infection is advanced, your doctor will take a sample of the fluid coming out of the ear and run some tests. These tests can tell whether the infection is due to antibiotic-resistant bacteria. In some cases, your doctor may want to do a CT scan. This is to help them determine if the infection has gone beyond your middle ear. Another test your doctor may do is called tympanometry. This would let your doctor measure how well your eardrum is able to respond to any changes in air pressure in the ear. If required, your doctor will also order blood tests. It is to check how well your immune system is functioning. Your doctor may also recommend an acoustic reflectometry test. This test helps them see how the sound comes back after hitting your eardrum. The purpose is to measure how much fluid is in your ear. Undoubtedly, apple cider vinegar is good for your health. Not just for ear infections, ACV is good at helping with so many other things. Interested in knowing a bit more about it? Let's keep the conversation going with a couple more ACV-centric videos, shall we? Watch Things You Should Never Do While Taking Apple Cider Vinegar. You can also try our video on Change Your Life with these 8 apple cider vinegar must-know hacks. Go ahead, click one. Or better yet, watch both and learn more about apple cider vinegar and its impact on your health. Have you tried using apple cider vinegar to treat ear infections? Let us know in the comments below.